We present Tony Hancock, Sid James, Bill Kerr, Hattie Jacques, and Kenneth Williams in...
Hancock's Half Hour.
Morning, Miss Pugh. Where's this week's bundle of fan mail? Is that it, that big bundle over there?
No, that's Mr. Kerr's.
Oh. Oh, that large bundle there, then?
That's mine.
I see. And where's mine, then?
Under your cup of tea.
Why can't we have table mats like everybody else? 1, 2, 3. That's not very good for a week's fan mail, is it?
That's a month's. I don't like to give it to you by the week. It's so depressing for you.
I'll be the best judge of that. Now, where's my breakfast? You know I like reading my fan mail with my breakfast. It aids my digestion.
Good morning, everybody. Is that my fan mail, Grizzly?
Yes, 150 this week.
Oh, that's great. How many did you get, Tub?
Never you mind.
Oh, come on. How'd you get? How many did you get?
Could I have my porridge, please, Miss Pugh?
Oh, come on, Tub. Don't be rotten. How many letters did you get?
3 ladlefuls, please, and no lumps.
300?
Miss Pugh, dig a hole in the middle of the porridge for the milk. I don't want it running over the sides.
250?
2 spoonfuls of sugar, thank you.
200?
Why don't you shut up? Read your own daft letters. Go on.
150?
No. Nor 100, nor 75.
How many, then?
3. 3, mate. 1, 2, 3. There, have a good look at them. 3, that is my lot for the month. 3 rotten letters. Are you satisfied?
Gee, I'm sorry, Tub. I wouldn't have asked if I'd known.
Oh, don't give me your sympathy, please. Couldn't stand that.
Only 3 letters. That's terrible. I'm sorry, Tub.
All right, don't keep rubbing it in.
Would you like some of mine?
No, I wouldn't like to. 3 is quite enough. I'm glad I've only got 3.
An artist's popularity is always reflected in his fan mail.
The people who like me don't write fan letters. They're more mature. I appeal to the intelligentsia. Consequently, I do not expect a lot of fan mail.
Then why do you rush downstairs with your nightshirt flapping every time the postman knocks?
I do not rush downstairs. I just happen to be a very fast sleepwalker.
Then why do you make the postman empty his sack out on the pavement? I've heard you shouting. I demand a recount.
It has been known in the past for letters to get stuck in the bottom of the sack and stay there for years. Only last week I had a letter from my Uncle Septimus in the Navy.
What about it?
Well, for a start, it was addressed to me father. It said, "Dear Harry, the Germans have come out of Kiel and it looks as if Jellicoe's going to have a go this time."
Morning, all. These my fan letters, Grizzly?
Oh, yes, Mr. James. 207 this week.
Marvellous. I'm getting more and more every week. How many you get, Hancock?
Mind your own business.
Don't ask him.
He's got 3.
3? Is that all?
Yes. If you must know, 3.
Oh, you poor old devil.
I am not a poor old devil.
Like some of mine?
No, I would not.
Fancy us getting more fan mail than you. And it's your show. It must prove something.
It does. None of you lot are going to be in the next one. Anyway, I bet my 3 are better than all your lot put together. For all you know, your lot might say how much they dislike you. I'd rather have 3 letters praising me than a great bundle saying they don't like me.
Well, listen to this one. Dear Bill, I think you're wonderful. Can I have a signed photograph?
Here, listen to this one. Dear Sid, I love your voice. Send me a photograph so I can show my friends how good-looking you are. Your fan for life, Maisie Spratt.
Here's a nice one. Dear Griselda, how charming you sound. Please may I have a photograph to keep close to my heart?
Isn't that nice? Let's hear one of yours, Hancock.
All right, just to satisfy you. There we are. Dear Big Ed.
Go on.
No.
Oh, go on. We read ours.
It merely says, Dear Big Ed. I hate you, and everybody down our street hates you. Why don't you turn it up? Well, I mean, it's obvious. It's from a crank.
Hey, here's another one. William, my heartthrob, your voice sends me. Will you marry me? Lonely Mabel.
I got one from her. Here. Sydney, my beloved, your voice is music to me. Will you marry me? Lonely Mabel.
Ah, well, that's where we're even. I've got one from her as well. Dear Big Ed. Why don't you wrap up so I can hear more of Bill and Sid?
Hey, I've got one here that's got something written on the flap. S-W-A-L-K. What's that mean?
A swalk. That means sealed with a loving kiss.
I got one too. B-O-L-T-O-P.
Better on lips than on paper. Bolt up.
Oh, belt up.
Look, I've got one too. Holland.
What's that?
Hoping our love lasts and never dies.
Well, so I got one, so there. I've got my heartthrobs as well.
Where?
On my third and last fan letter. There, matey, right across there, look. Our hearts merge, sweetheart.
Show me. Where?
There, look. OHMS.
That means on Her Majesty's service.
Oh, does it? Well, it may mean that to you. But to me, it's obviously a code from one of the several ladies I know in the House of Commons. Certainly, you can't expect people like Edith Summerskill to put swalk and bolt up on their letters. They send it OHMS, and that way it's our secret. Our hearts merge, sweetheart.
You realise it's from the War Office.
Really?
Yes. And unless Major General Gilbert Blood and Guts Farnsworth is a woman, I can't see any hearts merging.
Oh, Blood and Guts Farnsworth, he was my CO during the war. Well, I fancy getting a fan letter from him.
What does it say?
It says, Dear Big Ed.
Is that code too?
Read us the rest of your fan letter, Tub.
Just says, Dear Big Ed, I didn't like you in the army, and I like you even less as a comedian. See, they're getting better. Not a word about giving it up. Some more here. However, I have been instructed to invite you to make a tour of the Middle East to entertain our troops. Well, what do you think about that?
I'm glad I'm not in the army.
Thank you. He goes on to say, I've told them I think they are mad. The troops have quite enough to irritate them with the heat and the sandflies. But the entertainment officer is adamant. He insists on having you. Apparently they're trying to cut down expenses, and you are the only comedian who's already been inoculated. That's true, of course. That's quite right. That's quite true, yes. Yes, I had it done last year when I went on holiday.
Oh, where did you go?
Bognor. Well, it's the furthest I've ever been away from home. I thought I'd better have all the shots just in case, you know.
Did the inoculations take?
Oh, they were marvellous, yes. Yes, I collapsed just after I walked in the hotel. Recovered just in time to catch the train home. Still, anyway, it's done now, so I can go anywhere.
Well, you might as well go. Nobody wants to know you over here.
Exactly. I'm not stopping here for 3 insulting fan letters a month. Miss Pugh, phone up the War Office and make an appointment. And you better get out me grey flannels, blazer and straw hat. I believe it gets...
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
I have an appointment with the Director of Forces Entertainment.
Yes, that's me.
How do you do? I understand you've expressed the desire to have me travel to the Middle East to entertain the troops.
Have we? Who are you?
Oh, come now, sir. I should have thought if you were the Director of Entertainment, you wouldn't have to ask that question.
Well, I am, and I have to. Who are you?
You don't recognize me? One of the shining lights of British entertainment? You're obviously unfit for your job, sir. The name is Hancock.
Oh, yes, Hancock. What do you do?
This is intolerable. I'm a comedian.
A comedian?
Yes, I comede.
And we want you to entertain our troops.
So I've been led to understand.
Miss Niggs, bring in the comedian's British unemployed War Office for the use of file. A few details, Mr. Hancock. Let's see, nationality. Are you British?
I am, sir, to the core. Not a drop of alien blood has entered a Hancock's veins since my grandfather had a transfusion after a punch-up in Trieste one year.
Have you had any overseas inoculations?
Yes, I've had the lot. I can't show you the marks. I had them done on my legs in case I went dancing.
Medium smile, Captain Soames.
Thank you, Miss Niggs. Same time for coffee.
Oh, no, sir.
Lovely girl, isn't she?
Yeah, most charming, yes. I've always been a great one for thick khaki stockings myself.
Yes, quite. Well, let's see now. Hancock. Ah, here we are.
What's that?
Your dossier. We keep a dossier on all artists, just to check up whether they're suitable types to entertain our men. Hancock A., born Birmingham, minor comedian. Max Miller type material. Character studies, female impersonations. No singing, no dancing.
That's me.
Do you play a musical instrument?
No, I used to have a gramophone on a pram when I came out of the forces. I turned that in, though. My monkey ran away with a cup full of money, so I couldn't keep up the payments on the pram, you see. Then they brought in the long players, and I only had a winder-up or so, of course. Eventually,
Yes.
I was forced out of the game,
Yes,
if
quite,
you understand.
Quite.
Yes.
Quite.
Yes.
No musical instruments.
No.
No music in the act at all.
Well, I do a bit of mime, you know. I get a few gramophone records. I can do the Andrews Sisters. Yes, I put a wig on and I held up 2 floor mops, one each side, you see, like that. It's very realistic.
No, I don't think it was. No.
One meat ball. It's a very good number.
I don't think so, no.
Here, look. Look, who's this? Look.
I've no idea.
No, look. Come on, who is it? Come on.
What are you doing?
Impressions make the boys laugh. Who is it?
Well, I don't know.
Well, it's obvious. Me hair combed down over one eye, a bit of me comb under me nose and me arm up, it's Hitler.
Yes. Very good.
What do you reckon, then? Shall I keep it in?
No, it's too dated. They don't know Hitler. They're too young.
Don't go away. Who's this?
It's you again.
I know that. Who am I doing now? Here you are. My hands in my pockets with a trilby hat on. I'll give you a clue.
Martha, rambling rose of the wild wood. Martha, with your fragrance divine, rose by. Well, I don't know. Who is it?
Spencer Tracy, the street singer.
Well, you don't know anybody, do you?
Look, perhaps we'd better just stick to comedy. In fact, I'm having second thoughts about the whole trip.
No, that's not fair. I can do it. You can't expect me to give a performance in an office. It's on the stage where you should see me. That's where my magic shows itself. Magnetic is the word. From the minute the light go down, I come on the stage with me bow tie going round me 3-foot-long boots flapping, and the stem of me buttonhole getting longer and longer. It's straight pandemonium, mate.
What exactly do you do?
I'm glad you asked that. Well, I come on and I say, "How do, Portsmouth?" Or wherever I happen to be. And they all shout back, "How do, Tony?"
Somehow, I don't think that's what the troops will shout back. But I suppose we've got to be grateful for what we can get these days. When can you leave?
Oh, no, wait a minute. That's well, of course. You've got to give me time to clear up my affairs, cancel my existing arrangements, bring my secretaries and agents, give them instructions to make sure they've got all my business affairs under control when I'm away. Of course, to settle my financial arrangements with my accountant. As all the packing to be done, get in touch with my estate agent to make arrangements for looking after the property. Of course, arrange for the shopkeepers to cancel all deliveries and, contact my lawyer with regard to my estate.
Oh, dear. How long will all this take?
Oh, about 10 minutes, mate. Now, about the travelling arrangements.
Yes, but you'll be going to Malta, Tripoli, and Benghazi.
Oh, I see. How do you propose getting me out there?
We're not taking you. If you want to go, you make your own way out there. I shall see you in Malta.
Yes, I shall look forward to a very happy tour. Malta it is, then? Pip, pip. I've just thought of something.
What?
Who's this? Every little breeze seems to whisper Louise. Each little rose tells me it no. You should have got it by now, you know. They generally tumble it after the first two lines. He wears a straw hat and he comes from Paris. He's got a big lower lip and his name is Maurice. And he made a few films with Janet McDowell around about 1970 and he's a bit of a lad with the girl. He's a pet with his things. Every little breeze seems to whisper Louise. Plants and the breeze seem to tweet. Judge, I'll see you in Malta then.
Miss Niggs?
Yes, Captain Soames.
Miss Niggs? Who's this? Every little breeze seems to whisper Louise.
Janet McDonald.
Hello. Sydney James Employment Bureau.
Mr. James, you're called to Casablanca, French North Africa.
Ta.
Hello, hello. Ici General Paul Duval, recruiting officer, French Foreign Legion.
Hello, General Duval. Ici Sid James.
Bonjour, Monsieur James. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Bien, j'espère?
Oui, oui, oui. Now listen, Écoute. Are you still on the lookout for new recruits?
Of course. We need every man we can get.
On the usual terms?
On the usual terms. £50 per man, plus a further £50 each when they sign on. All traveling expenses paid.
Good. Bon. I think I can get hold of two more boys for you. Hancock and Kerr.
I hope they are better than the last lot you sent out.
Hello, the trip's off. My profit gone already. I'll see you tomorrow at the airfield. Have an escort ready. See you. Poor old Legionnaire Hancock. I don't know. How can I switch them onto the other plane?
You may unfasten your safety belt now, Mr. Hancock.
Oh, it's quite safe now, is it?
Yes, we have been airborne now for 3.5 hours.
Yes, of course. Merely an oversight. I'll just undo these granny knots. You all right, Sid?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Very nice of you to pay our fares, Sid.
It's all right, son. The least I could do.
I can't wait to get amongst those troops.
Good. I think I ought to warn you that, I want to warn you that things have changed a lot in the Army since you knew it.
Oh, well, I expect they have, yes.
Yeah. Well, for instance, the uniforms are different.
Get away, really? What, haven't they got the old khaki anymore?
No. You'll find them all wearing blue jackets now and long white trousers with jackboots. Their hats are different, too. And another thing, you'll very likely find them all speaking in French.
What for?
Well, it's part of the Army's higher educational program. Makes it easier for NATO exercises.
Yes, of course, yes. That's very far-sighted on somebody's part. Sid, do you think they're going to like my act?
Oh, yeah. Your Morris Chevalier should go down very well.
I might even put a couple of words in French in. Help them to practice the language if they had a bifocal linguist like me chatting it.
Hey, Sid, how much longer will it be?
Nearly there, boy, nearly there. That's it, down there.
Is that Malta?
Yeah.
All I can see is desert. I thought it was an island.
Well, it's a desert island.
Yeah, but Malta's not as big as that. It's a little island in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, well, the tide's out. Yeah, it's like shouting.
Wait a minute, Sid. Didn't I hear somewhere that they don't have tides in the Mediterranean?
Eh? Oh, well, they didn't used to, but since NASA took the canal over, he opened it up and let all the Mediterranean run out. Out into the Red Sea, let it go.
Yes, I remember reading about that. It's like the Dutch, you know. Yes, he's trying to lower the sea so he can reclaim some of the land.
That's it. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
No, he can't be doing that. He can't be doing that. It wouldn't work, because if the Mediterranean went down, the Atlantic Ocean would rush in past Gibraltar and fill it up again.
What do you know about it? Don't you suppose he's thought of that?
Probably put some gates up or something.
They're very clever, these Egyptians, you know. Don't forget they built those stone triangle things.
The pyramids.
Yes, and those. Yes, I'd forgotten about them. Oh, yes, yes. Marvellous feats of engineering.
What were they built for?
I'm glad you asked that. It appears there was this Egyptian... There was this Egyptian king, the Pharaoh, you see. He married a beautiful girl from the mountain parts of Africa, and she got fed up with living in Egypt, not having mountains to look at, so he decided he'd build a few for her. They put them up, and they were just going to cover them with mud and grass when the Romans came along and stopped them. They said there was too much of that sort of thing going on, and as a token of our admiration, we sent them 2 of our lions from Trafalgar Square to put either side of the pyramids, and in return they sent us Cleopatra's Needle.
All right, now don't forget when we land, there's a lot of formalities and red tape to go through, so don't let it put you off.
I won't. I just want to do my bit like those soldiers are.
And I'm sure they're going to give you everything. Come on, hurry up. Get that luggage down off the rack. They're waiting for us on the runway.
Oh, yes, I can see them. 6 soldiers with guns.
That's them. Well, you're very important people, you are. They want to make sure you get to the camp all right.
I see they're wearing the new uniforms. Oh, they're smart.
Yeah, go on, get down a step.
Bonjour, Monsieur James. Are these the 2 men?
Yeah. Messrs. Hancock and Kerr.
Bonjour, messieurs. Comment ça va?
It's a very good accent you've got there, mate. How many lessons have you had?
Comment? Qu'est-ce que c'est?
He's marvellous, isn't he? You should get the extra bob a day interpreter's fee.
Gentlemen, do you know why you are here?
Of course. We can't wait to get out there with your troops.
Good men. Now you must first swear allegiance to our country.
My dear chap, we're as patriotic as you are.
Ah, good. And now you must sign these papers.
Well, wait a minute, what's these then?
That's your contract. You see, it's marked there. 100 francs a day.
100 francs?
Yeah, local money, Maltese francs. Well, it's no good paying you in sterling.
No, of course not. 100 francs a day. Well, look, I think we'd better make that 90 because, you see, Sid's my agent. I think he ought to have the 10%.
Well, that's unusual, but if you insist. Now, please sign these papers.
Not so fast. I never sign a contract without reading it. That's Sid? This is in French.
Oh, well, yes. French is the official diplomatic language. And we are sort of diplomats of goodwill in our way, aren't we? I mean, it's like legal stuff. That's in Latin, but you don't query that, do you?
No.
Well, shut up and sign it.
Wait a minute, with this bit here. Septans. That means 7 years, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, I kept that as a surprise for you. I managed to get you a long-term contract. You have now got regular work for the next 7 years.
Sid, you're a marvellous agent. Well, where's the theatre?
The theatre of war is all around us.
Well, I suppose you know what you're talking about. Never mind, I'll just sign the contract. And you, Bill? Just here. He's my stooge. I never work without him.
Right. Now you report to the barracks for your uniform.
No, I don't want a uniform. I've got my baggy trousers and the tie that goes round. That's all I need.
You've got to wear a uniform.
Look, I can't. My style of comedy is based around my clothes. I won't get a titter in a uniform.
Yeah, well, there's another little thing I meant to tell you about, boy. The troops here are a bit fed up with comedy. They said they'd prefer to see a bit of drama. So I told them that you and Bill would give them the battle scene from Beau Geste.
Now, you would be playing the Gary Cooper part, of course.
Oh, well, in that case, of course. I'm not quite sure if I can remember the entire role, but I'll do my best.
Attention! Escort! Fall in! I'm Hancock and Kerr. Fall in.
Very military, aren't they? Even making us do it. You would have thought they'd have had a car for us, wouldn't you?
Silence in the ranks.
I say, old chap, there's no need to take such a high-handed attitude.
Silence! If you're not holding a rifle, you will carry the flag.
Certainly. A pleasure. Hello, that's a funny Union Jack. 3 broad stripes. Still, it's red, white, and blue. I suppose it's all right.
Forward, march!
Tub,
What?
I haven't liked to say anything before, but do you know what I think?
What?
I don't think this is Malta. I think we've joined the French Foreign Legion.
Oh, no, it's that daft. I wish you wouldn't read those tuppenny bloods. You're just like a child. Cowboys and Indians, French Foreign Legion. You've got a vivid imagination, haven't you? We are here to entertain the troops, and we're doing Beau Geste for them. Sid explained the door. It's obvious to anybody. Ah, my name is Burgess. On I cannot here to forget to take the blame for stealing the gun. Don't me, we're only halfway through the scene. I know I'm not the world's greatest actor, but I've never had a reception like this before. Tell those horsemen in white nightshirts to stop galloping round while I'm acting. This is not good enough. Who are they? One would expect members of the household cavalry to behave better than this.
Tub, they're not household cavalry, they're Arabs.
Oh, rubbish. Arabs. What are Arabs doing riding round Malta? You buffoon. Obviously, they don't like the drama. Well, there's only one thing left. Quiet, please, for the actors. Give the artist a fair ear in B. A little impersonation. Every little breeze seems to whisper words. Birds in the trees seem to twitter leaves. Can it be true? Someone of you could love me.
Said this was a matter for the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Last night, a French Foreign Legion outpost in the Sahara Desert was attacked by Arabs. The only casualty was a legionnaire who stood up and started singing Louise. Whereupon he was immediately shot at by several members of his own side. Afghanistan. Chaparral Sindhu, the leading Afghanistan downstairs last night.
Hello, Hancock. How's your leg?
Horrible. Great bullet holes all over it. You rat, James. I've got another 6.5 years still to serve.
No, you haven't, son. I fixed it with the general. You've been discharged, and I've had to give off my commission back. Never mind, I'll tell you what. I've phoned Malta, and it's all right for you to fly straight over and go ahead as planned and entertain the troops out there.
British troops?
That's right, boys. Straight up this time. Your own people.
Beauty was sold for an old man's gold. She's a bird in a gilded cage. Yes, darling.
Thank you very much, thank you. And now, boys, that great favorite, the man you've all been waiting for the very first time in Malta, your very own Tony Hancock.
Every little breeze seems to whisper Louise. Birds in the trees seem to twitter Louise. Can it be? Watch it. Stone me, I went better with the Arabs. I'm going home.
That was Hancock's Half Hour, starring Tony Hancock with Sidney James, Bill Kerr, Hattie Jacques and Kenneth Williams. Theme and incidental music composed and conducted by Wally Stott. The show written by Alan Simpson and Ray Galton. The program, which was recorded, was produced by Tom Ross.